Welcome back to the No Cap News Recap with JT and LA. And to start off our stories today, I'm handing it over to you, LA.
All right, let's get this going. We are live with the live. Yo, so check this out. ASAP Rocky, he was found not guilty, but he almost got in trouble because I think that you're not supposed to do what he did. So let's play this.
Wait, before you play the clip, like, comment, subscribe.
There you go. There you go.
Increase some engagement.
So you want them to like us before we play anything because we just that live. We live before we go live. So just like and comment. Let us know if you're checking in with us or not. Subscribe. Definitely subscribe. No Cap News Recap. All right. So let's jump into this video. Like, yo, this video is crazy, but I'm happy for ASAP. Hold on.
The Los Angeles Superior Court, County of Los Angeles. People of the State of California versus Joaquin Meyers. Case number BA 508142-01. We, the jury in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Joaquin Meyers, not guilty of the
The verdict has to be read on count.
Yes, sir. Repeat again. We, the jury, the above entitled action, find the defendant, Joaquin Meyers, not guilty of the semi-automatic firearm in violation of Penal Code Section 245, Section B.
Yo, did you see how he went from a 10 back to calm, button up his suit, went back? Did you see how he gripped that lady's neck? I think she looks like she's part of his counsel team. Then he dived into the back seats. Like, yo. Then he was like, all right, let me get myself together before the judge and do something else. But I'm happy for ASAP Rocky. Were you watching the trial?
I tuned in here and there. I did, was on the we call it verdict watch, and saw it when the verdict came in. I just think it's a travesty that he's been in court for how long, and when they read the verdict, they still mispronounce his name.
It's okay. They do that to us. We Black. They do that to Black people. They not only do they mispronounce our name, they wrongfully convict us. So what are you expecting? That's just how it goes. They mispronounce our name, wrongfully convict us, and that's it. Yo, we'll take the win right now. We'll take the W. Like, yo, he dived into the back seats. Like, yo, I'm ready to get out of here right now. The lady, I don't know, she looked like she was part of his counsel team, but he almost choked her out. Like, yo, I got to get up out of here. But I was watching some of the trial, and like, there's this thing like sleeping with the enemy is like a true statement. And the people that you grow up with, have long lasting relationships with, things happen, unfortunately. So I think that this is a moment for him to just reflect on his life, because he almost went to prison, I think for like a 10-year sentence or whatever. And thank God he didn't plead guilty, and then the guy on the stand, like, yo, you looking for a payday. Like, that's your friend. That was your bro. You looking for a payday. You picking up evidence. You work for the police. Like, yo, what are you doing? And it was like a BB gun. It wasn't even a real gun. I don't know. I'm just glad that he's home. Things happen, between our friends, family, and you got to just push past it. So I'm glad that, and new album's on the way. I saw a clip of him in the studio with Metro Boomin. So he's already back to work.
I see you got a like a endorsement deal with Ray-Bans or whatever now. Because I'm like, I know that if he was found guilty, he knew that, 12 years in the pen, Rihanna's gonna get lonely. So, that's why he ran to the back of the court and hugged her as soon as that verdict came in.
to remind her, like, yo, I'm still here. I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Listen, I think she's down. She don't need him for money. It's not like she's gonna be starving while he's locked up. I think she would be loyal. I think that she would, if he did get convicted, they might have put in for an appeal because they have appeal money. But I think she would definitely hold him down. You know, so
you telling me you think that?
I think so.
You don't hold him there. Like, I'm not talking about a year. Like, you know,
I know how much time he would have gotten. I'm sticking to what I'm saying. I'm standing on business. Yeah, I think that she would be loyal. Who's gonna date her? Like, where can they go? They can't go nowhere. Anywhere she goes, paparazzi's waiting for her to cheat. They waiting for her to get cuffed by somebody else. Where can she go?
Yo, this is like menace to society. He needs to be like Parnell and tell whoever the young boy is, hey, yo, take care of my girl. I'm gonna be here for a while. You know, raise my kids up right and whatnot.
Nah, that was no. What movie was that? Dead Presidents. Did you see Dead Presidents?
Yeah.
Okay, so he went to prison, and Pinky from Friday.
No, he wasn't. He didn't go to prison.
No, he went to the military. Matter of fact,
yeah.
He didn't go to prison. He went to the military and came out. Dude pulling up, sucking a lollipop, talking about here, take this money for your son. He's like, yo, what you doing? I mean,
yeah, and he also said, you know, she wasn't fucking you that way before you went to the war. Mistake me for that.
Yo, it happens, but I think Rihanna is her pronunciation, since we talking about, you know, getting names wrong. Her name is Rihanna. I actually recently heard a radio drop and she was like, this is Rihanna. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Rihanna, not Rihanna. It's Rihanna. So we're gonna put some respect on her name. It's Rihanna. I think she will hold him down. She got 2 kids. I think she will hold him down. But you know, we'll hear about, you know, some other stuff going on. So that's it. No news, no cap, no news, no cap recap news. That's the title. No cap recap. News cap. Subscribe, check in with us, let us know what we're doing, leave us a comment. We are definitely not capping on the news. And let's pull up the next clip here.
My new passport, mail.
Euphoria star Hunter Schafer is sharing the personal effects of recent American policies. After President Donald Trump signed an executive order January 20th requiring government agencies to only recognize citizens by their gender assigned at birth, the actress, who came out as transgender in 9th grade, reveals in a TikTok video that her new United States passport came with a surprising change.
So my initial reaction to this, because our president, you know, is a lot of talk, was like, I'll believe it when I see it. And today, I saw it on my new passport, mail. So, now to specify, my gender markers were first changed in my teens when I first got my driver's license, and then passports following. All have been female since then.
Hunter says that she applied for a new passport after losing hers in Spain last year.
I filled everything out just like I normally would. I put female, and when it was picked up today and I opened it up, they had changed the marker to male.
E! News has reached out to representatives for the state.
So listen, respectfully, I don't know why she thought Trump was playing around with this. I don't know what she was thinking. Trump said it. He's like, yo, we taking over. Like, this is the new way for the next 4 years. So when she says, yeah, I'll see it when I believe it, you seeing it, it's on your passport. I think that people should be able to identify with whatever they want. But I think she's gonna have, I didn't play all of the clip, but she does mention when she has to travel to other places it's going to be questionable. And certain countries she probably won't be able to go to. I'll tell you that right now. So them little vacation plans that she got, she could cancel all of those. Certain countries, I don't know all of them, but there are a lot of countries that's not playing with the transgender thing. And I don't even think she's going to make it through customs. What do you think?
I really don't want to necessarily touch this, but what character does she play on Euphoria? Because I'm like, I don't know who the fuck she is. But regardless, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, so identification comes in like different degrees, because it's like, all right, if I want to identify as being 6'6", I can't get that changed on any government document to have my height be 6'6", just because I identify as being tall.
Why can't you? When they ask you what's your height, you write it down. They don't use a measuring stick. They don't put a ruler to the top of your head and be like, no, change that. You're not 6'6". Or no, physically you don't appear to be 6'6". We have to do a measurement. They don't do that. They ask you, what's your height, your hair color, your eye color.
Yeah, and when the authorities, look at your ID and they're like, you're not 6'6". Okay. Your ID ain't really worth that much anymore.
I just got pulled over the other night. They didn't ask me about the actual facts of my height. So I don't think it matters in regards to height.
No, I'm saying if there's a big discrepancy, like
between 5'4" and 6'6".
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's gonna check for it. So that's more like an example would be a short person. Are they allowed to put 5'5"? Can they identify as being 5'5" without a problem?
If it was the reverse, if you 7 feet tall and you identify as 5'2".
Well, some people have a problem with being classified in certain groups, period. Regardless of as far as their existence, some people have huge problems with being classified the way that you want me to be classified.
Yeah, but we have to have like generalized, accepted facts, and then like everything else can be subjective, but certain things need to just be
factual.
So gender needs to be factual on a passport. For what reason? What's the reason that it needs to be factual? We don't even know. It's just something that exists as a marker on a passport, like on the application. Who decided which questions to ask to get a passport, to get a driver's license? Who asked these questions? Did race matter? Religion? Hair color? Why does eye color matter? Why does hair color matter? Why does height matter?
If you go missing, they gotta have a description of you, how to find, what to look for.
Short, the person's short, dark skin, beard, braids. Who came up with this to say we're gonna ask all of these detailed questions before we issue the driver's license? I mean, I'm okay with fingerprints, like from a baby. They fingerprint the baby's feet. They put them on a piece of paper. I'm okay with that. That's an identifying marker to say that this is you. I mean, I don't know. But she identifies as a transgender woman, and for him to change it to male, what's the real reason? Just to say, well, we're going, is there a rule that, is it in the Constitution that says?
Well, that's not exactly true. She doesn't identify as a transgender woman because it didn't say transgender woman on her passport before. It just says
no option. It said woman, but okay, on her documents, she marks female versus male. There's no option for transgender female or transgender.
Yeah, male. If they said that they wanted to have that, then I would say
that would be good.
Yeah.
Right. So you feel like, yo, she needs to check in with reality and just put male for documentation purposes, but she's still living her life as female.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that too. But some people want to be reflected in how they identify. That's all. But she knows now. She checked in with herself and was like, I'll see it when I believe it. And now we see it and believe in it. So there you go.
Yeah,
No
and I'm like,
cat
we've been talking about DEI and all that type of stuff. I'm like, so you have women minority business owners and all these organizations and stuff like that. You want, you never know what people's motives are for, their transformation or transition as you have it. So I'm like, you're getting a benefit of females. You know what I mean? It's not just because you identify, now you want to get benefits for that.
I mean, it's definitely rooted, and I see where you're going, but it gets political, so we got to move on from that. I see where you're going. I've had this conversation before where a cis man has reaped the benefits of higher wages, better employment, all of those things, and then become a transgender female. And then now you reap the benefits that I'm still trying to pull up to. So yeah, I see where it's going, but we're gonna stop it there because we want our viewers to like us and subscribe to the channel. Can't get to politics doesn't serve well with everybody. So let me play the next clip. No Cap News recap.
A shocking new discovery from China is triggering serious concern about another potential pandemic. According to reports, a team of Chinese researchers have identified a new bat coronavirus capable of infecting human beings. Shi Zhengli, a prominent virologist often called the Bat Woman for her extensive work on bat coronaviruses, led this research at the Guangzhou laboratory. Her team included experts from the Guangzhou Academy of Sciences, Wuhan University, and the Wuhan Institute of Virology. This latest discovery reveals a new strain of the HKU5 coronavirus, first detected in a Japanese bat in Hong Kong. The newly identified virus belongs to a class of virus which also reportedly causes the deadly Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, or MERS virus. Researchers, in fact, have confirmed that this strain binds to human receptors just like SARS and the virus responsible for COVID-19. Let that sink in. And this critical similarity.
So, are you scared?
Oh, microphone. She said, let that sink in. So it's a Japanese bat that was in Hong Kong. So I don't know if that's the name of the species of the bat, or if that's a bat that actually came from Japan and is in China for study. But if we was to have another pandemic, what options you think you would have in place? Because that's no cap news. That's recent news. So she's identified a new coronavirus. Now the clip got shortened, but it's saying that it could be transferred from bat to human to your pet dog.
Now, see, it's against the law for like bestiality and stuff like that, right? We need to have like a list of animals that you can't eat either. Like with the whole wet markets and stuff, like certain things just need to be off limits, and we won't cross paths as species.
I mean, so what are you saying? You can't come in contact with a bat legally, or you can't have a bat for a pet, or you can't eat a bat?
You can't eat bats.
I don't think it said that she was eating a bat. They call her the bat lady or bat woman.
No, I'm not saying her. I'm saying the wet markets from like the 2020 coronavirus.
Right. So, okay, this new virus that she discovered gets past China borders. Mind you, China did not reopen its borders until 2023. People still cannot come outside until 2023. They were still delivering food to your home. You could not go to the grocery store in 2023 at all. How do I know? My aunt is Chinese. And she's like, yeah, my family, they can't even go outside. Like you cannot go outside. They were delivering food to your house from 2020 to 2023. They were constantly gassing the streets with spray and everything. So if this thing gets out of China and starts spreading itself around, one, they're going to blame China. But then going back to what you're saying, like you can't have certain exotic pets, right? Like python snakes, for example. You can't have one in New York City, but you can have one upstate New York. Like you can't purchase a python snake in New York City, but you could purchase one upstate. But you can house it in New York City. Is that the example, like what you're talking about? As far as
if you vote for me, I will make that a statewide ordinance.
So you'll be like, that's like an executive order straight out the gate. Like, yo, certain pets, certain animals, we just not gonna deal with. They're gonna stay like indentured. Like they gonna stay where they are. We're not going after them.
If you charge me to be the next governor of the state, that legislation will be signed into law hour one.
Do you have any pets?
Yeah, I have a cat.
Okay, so if your cat got the virus, are you going to get rid of your cat?
No, but my cat is a domestic animal. We're talking about exotic, animals that shouldn't be pets. Like bats are notorious for having rabies and like having like diseased guano.
Okay, I mean, but they coexist with us, right? That's
they live in caves.
But they still coexist in the world with us. What are we gonna do? Exterminate all of them?
No, we just leave them in caves, not try to eat them.
Are you saying that they're eating the bats in China? That's not what the clip says. This is no
not
cat
now, but no, but I'm saying the 2020 with the wet markets or whatever.
Okay.
I'm saying with it right now, if the bats are in the caves, they've got whatever they've got. As long as people don't go in the caves, we good.
So what about if it's in a region where people are starving and there's no food? Is it okay to eat a bat in that situation?
Nah.
Just starve and die, huh? Just like don't.
That's why we have like aid, when they drive the plane and they just drop a pallet of food and whatnot. We can send aid to them.
Okay, you're right. You did say if you was voted in as governor or president, you'd take care of all that. All right, I got you, JT. No problem. All right, yo, let's get into fight night. This next clip is crazy. Check it out.
Disturbing moments on board this Alaska Airlines flight as a passenger appears to lose control. A flight attendant jumping in to subdue the man, at times punching him, trying to get the passenger to release the hair of 32-year-old Erica Ramos sitting in front of him.
I told her her hair, sir.
I really wasn't sure what was happening in that moment. I was afraid that this person was going to start punching me.
Erica escaping the seat and the flight attendant calling for backup. Erica says the attack caused painful swelling and she's still getting headaches 9 days later.
There was a moment where we actually see your face in that video turn around and look at him. What were you thinking, and did you say anything to him?
I did not say anything to him. I think I was just really in shock. From my understanding of things, he was having a psychotic episode, and I didn't necessarily want to interact with him and possibly make things worse.
The plane, still on the ground, was scheduled to fly to Portland, Oregon from Oakland, California on February 1st, but after the chaotic ordeal, it was forced to return to its gate so authorities could intervene.
It's not every day that you see flight attendants.
Listen. She was too calm for me. She was no cat. She was too calm for me. I'm gonna tell you right now, I would have went from victim to perpetrator. She was too calm. There's no way this man is screaming like that and pulling on my hair, and she just got up out the seat. I would have been all over him. Like I don't know what else to do. Like, yo, my trauma response, yo, I would have been all over this man. They would have had to pull me off of him. Like as soon as I got up out of my seat. Yeah, psychotic break, but yo, we don't play them kind of games, okay? I don't know. What would you have done?
I don't know. I don't make it a point to fight with the crazies. But when I saw the video, I was like the flight attendant, I was like, they're like, he's punching. And I'm like, who punches like this? Like you're stabbed. Like don't you punch straight? Like he was just, I don't know. But I think he was trying to go for like a what do you call these things in the neck? Like a pressure point or something like that. Because he didn't hit him in the face. He was like aiming, like he was around the neck area, right? So I think that he was trying to like, it looked like he was trying to hit a pressure point or something. I don't know. But I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what you do when you're on a plane and something like that.
I know what I'm doing. He's getting tapped and I'm going to the ER. I'm calling my lawyer and it's a payday. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly. She was very, very calm. I commend her because, you know, I don't know. I'm from Brooklyn. I just don't know. I don't know how to handle that. My reaction would definitely be wrong. And yeah, but the fact that I can just imagine like all the other passengers on the plane, like nervously watching because he's like screaming. Like he wasn't just like pulling on her hair. He was screaming. So I might have been like in the back, like, yo, what's going on with this dude? Like, yo, does he got something on him or whatever? But she made it out, she made it out. All right, let's go to you got anything else on that? You just standing on, I'm not getting into conflict with a mentally incapacitated person. But
I'm like, no, because like people like that, the rules of the fight will change. And it's like, I'm not ready.
It changes.
Like I'm ready to beat your ass, and then you just start stripping or something like that. No. Or you might try to bite me. Or,
oh my gosh.
I don't like, you might just start, monkey style, just start flinging feces. Crazy, nothing is off the table.
So it's not gonna be like throwing hands. It's gonna be like he starts jumping on your back and licking your ear or something like that.
I don't like. You just got, when it comes to crazies, you go the other way. You don't go head on with them.
You say, yo, I don't know what's gonna happen. This may not end well either way. That's funny. Oh my gosh. No, you're right. You're right. That's a great perspective to have. But I think I would have still tapped him. I still would have went to the ER. I would have called my lawyer and I would have got a payday. That's it. I mean, they offering money to everybody. Look at the plane that crashed and overturned, like that was trying to land. They offered them $30K. Everybody gets $30K. I would take the $30K if I can still sue you. The $30K is not in lieu of me having litigation with you in court. We're not playing those kind of games. Like, we're not doing that. That $30K, I'm not thirsty for $30K. That's like a building owner giving you $30,000 and telling you to move on, and you homeless with $30K. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so yep, that's it. All right, let me play the next clip.
Immigration crackdown reaching far beyond the southern border. This is exclusive new video that shows migrants in Illinois leading police on a dangerous high-speed chase. That is a cornfield. Mike Tobin's live in Chicago. What happened here, Mike? Hello.
Well, Bill, the Illinois governor and mayor of Chicago are opposed to immigration reform efforts from the Trump administration. But now you've got counties in Illinois who are stepping up to say they've got enough problems and don't want to be a sanctuary.
True 5, he just took off on me.
2 Hondurans in the U.S. illegally lead police on a high-speed chase through cornfields an hour and a half outside Chicago.
Pit. Subject is on foot, running northbound through the field. On foot, northbound through the field. Get your hands up. Get them up.
18-year-old Royben Barahona, 23-year-old Christian Erazo Velasquez arrested. 7 pounds of fentanyl found in the car.
Three bricks.
The Illinois Safety Act eliminates cash bond. Barahona was released without bail and quickly fled to California. Velasquez is still held in the Grundy County Jail. The county chairman believes they were in Illinois because it's a sanctuary state.
If we had a less welcoming state for illegal immigration, I don't know if they would have been traveling those roadways.
The irony is it all happened in Grundy County, the first county in Illinois to push back against the Democrat governor and pass a resolution declaring the county does not welcome illegal migrants.
So, yo, when I first saw the video, I'm like, oh, wait, they trying to get away. Like, you know, okay, they trying to chase them down, illegal immigrants. Let's have some empathy, you know, like they illegal, they came to America, they trying to live, you know, the quote unquote American dream. But when they pulled out the bricks, I was like, oh nah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for them. They could go ahead back to Honduras. We not. And then,
you late on the draw. I'm like, as soon as I saw the video, I was like, they gotta go. Ruining all that good corn.
Listen, all that corn is not digestible properly anyway. Your body goes to a lot to digest the corn anyhow. I love corn. I can eat corn all day long. I can eat corn on the cob, sweet corn, golden corn. Like, I love corn. But I love popcorn. Matter of fact, I got like, oh, matter of fact, I should have just had some for the presentation. I got like movie butter, extra butter, movie style, super buttery popcorn. The best popcorn, and they're not a sponsor yet, is Pop Secret. If you get you some Pop Secret popcorn, you will fall in love with the experience of eating popcorn at home. Get some Pop Secret popcorn. It's crazy.
I'm Act 2.
What? Act 2? Act 2 popcorn is dry. It's dry. Even their movie theater butter style is dry. You don't know what you're doing. I'm gonna get you some Pop Secret popcorn. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. Do you still go to the movies?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you go to the movies, you expect a certain style of popcorn to come out, right? Fresh, not dry. You expect
I'm not paying for the movie popcorn like that. No, like you sneaking in some snacks, or you go to a movie theater where they bring the food to you, and then
you don't know what you're doing with the popcorn. Act 2. I used to be a fan. I subscribed. I had a membership until I discovered Pop Secret in a vending machine. I looked at the vending machine and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Popcorn, that's a first. I tried it and I've been subscribed ever since. So for those of you out there, if you like Pop Secret popcorn, definitely subscribe to us because I'm a fan of Pop Secret. Leave a comment of what brand of popcorn you actually like. And another brand I'm gonna put you on to, I think is BJ's. No, BJ's or Kirkland. One of them have their own brand of popcorn, which is really good too. It doesn't come off like Pop Secret, but it's a great replacement. So yeah, when I watched the video, I was like, oh wait, hold up. What we doing? We still chasing people down. You know what I'm saying? Let's figure this thing out, Trump. But once I saw the breaks, I was like, oh nah, they out here serving people and causing the Americans to be tweaking. We could get rid of those two. Those two is we're not gonna miss them.
Yeah,
and they don't want
Guantanamo.
Huh?
So straight to Guantanamo.
Yeah, they don't want them there. They don't want them in that state. Unlike New York City, like we had everybody here. It was like a club. They don't want them there. So yeah, that's it. No cap news.
In New York, you can beat the cops' asses on camera and still get bail.
Yeah, we are a liberal state. That's it's you could do some things here, and you can say, yo, I was in fear of my life. traumatic experience. I thought they were going to kill me. I've been chased down by cops all my life. I thought it was just another example of, you know, whatever's going to happen. You could get 730, no problem, no big deal. New York, you know. Other states, man, listen, we're not going to get into that. Again, that's politics. We got to like soften it up when it comes to politics. So, yo, speaking of getting like beat up in roughhouse, what's this next video, JT? Hey, everybody, make sure you subscribe to us. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you like, don't like about the show. This is No Cap News Recaps, giving you no cap news with our expert no cap opinions about it.
Yeah, we got you said you wanted to talk about this robot, right? So I guess we should just show them the robot.
So let's play that because it's very. So my question is, I got a couple of questions. I'm gonna try to be intellectual with this. Does the robot get locked up? That's one question.
It depends on if it's a RoboCop.
And what's a RoboCop?
Like the movie RoboCop, where it's a robot has been deputized as a cop.
That wasn't human. That wasn't a costume. You think that was a costume?
No, but I'm saying RoboCop was like half human, half robot. So I'm like, you know, if it's all robot, like, you know, you have dog police officers, so why can't you have a robot police officer?
Not wilding out in the crowd like that. Like, what are we doing? What's the law on this stuff? Are we going to build these AI robots? We got to have some ground rules here. There got to be some boundaries, because if you come up at me on some, like, you know, trying to jump bad, like, yo, I'm going to give it to you. Like, you trying to get it. Like, what are we doing? Like, what's the boundaries with these robots? You have them there for, I mean, was the robot like a police officer? Like, lost his battery? Like, what happened? What are we doing?
I don't know. That might be the cops' way of crowd control.
So, okay. So my next question is, if I beat up the robot, like if I take it down, break the arms, dismantle it, do I get a charge for that? Like, is that some type of property damage charge?
Yeah, you probably gonna have to pay for them repairs and whatnot. And if you don't pay for it, then you probably might get thrown in jail. But yeah, you got to make restitution.
Yeah, that's another lawsuit for me. I do well with lawsuits. That'll be another one. You're not gonna get in my face and then I get locked up for breaking it down because it just lost its battery and it's wilding out. Like, I'll take that one. I don't know, but that definitely would be a lawsuit. I'm not paying for no destructive robot that's in my face. And I'm trying to enjoy it. Look like some kind of show or whatever. You in my way, like, yo, get out of the way. Like, what are you doing? Nah, I'm not with that. Mm-mm. All right.
All right. So on to the next one. Set this up. All right. So you got this woman in Georgia, white woman, wants to have a kid. Goes through the whole IVF, her and her man. And then the day of delivery, baby comes out, they hand it to her. It's a dark-skinned black baby. So
I loved, nurtured, and grew my child, and I would have done literally anything in my power to keep him. My baby is not genetically mine. He doesn't have my blood. He doesn't have my eyes, but he is and will always be my son. To carry a baby, to fall in love with him, to deliver him, to build that uniquely special bond between a mother and a child, all to have them taken away. I'll never be the same woman. I will never fully heal or completely move on. And part of me will always long for my son and wonder what kind of person he's becoming. Coastal Fertility Clinic has hurt me in ways that I have yet to discover. And there are literally no words or unit of measure that can describe the damage that they have caused. My hope in sharing my story is that this will help prevent this from ever happening to anyone else trying to start a family of their own.
So I'm calling this losing Isaiah 2.0. Like, this is losing Isaiah for the 21st century. So.
You're disrespectful, yo. You're disrespectful, yo. Losing Isaiah. So I have questions. One thing that stood out, she said the child does not have her blood. If she carried this baby for 9 months, how does the baby not have her blood?
Well, they don't have her DNA in the blood, because cells regenerate every month or so. So
Does the baby have any of her DNA at all?
No.
Why not?
She was just a host. If she had like a parasite baby, she was the host. It fed off of her, and then she gave birth to it.
Now we talking X-Files. She was a host. Okay, man. Listen. So she's the host for this baby for 9 months, and this baby grows inside of her and has nothing from her. I don't believe that. Not even her energy. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. If she was a
cokehead, the baby might grow up and I don't know, and Taylor Swift or something for no reason because it hurt it in the womb. But other than that, no.
I got questions because if she was a crackhead, cokehead, weed head, and she did that and then conceived this baby, that baby would come out with some type of drug addiction, right? From birth. How does it not have any of her blood or DNA? What kind of science are we talking here?
No, because we're
I know you're not the doctor. I know you're not the doctor. I know.
But what I'm saying is that some like drugs or something that you ingest, just like food, it's just nutrients or whatever that feeds the incubation process of the embryo, or whatever you want to call it, and it's not actually creating anything. It's already been created. It's just growing.
Yo, that's crazy. That's what happens when men have too much brain power and we start tapping into things that we really don't need to tap into. I get it. Women want to have children. I get all of that. And, to me, science is a business also because there is a demand for things and they make sure they can design something, invent something to accommodate every human being. We're all different. But I don't know that this IVF thing is it's been around. It's not going anywhere. I'm not questioning that. But the fact that this was a mistake, play the rest of this because I just want to feel her energy out.
All right. So I should say, she did give the baby back when the original Black family threatened to sue for the kid, and she gave him the kid. So that's why she's all saddened because she feels as though she had the kid for 9 months and has now had to let it go.
The actions of the fertility clinic have come very close to destroying me, have left irreparable damage to my soul, and ultimately left me questioning whether I should be a mom or not. The moment you give birth and welcome your baby into the world is supposed to be this profound, beautiful, and life-altering experience. All of the emotional and physical pain and sacrifice associated with pregnancy and preparing your entire life to welcome a child are worth it when the baby is placed in your arms, where they should stay forever. My birth story is nothing like what any could ever anticipate. It is riddled with shock, confusion, fear. The birth of my child was supposed to be the happiest moment of my life. And honestly, it was. But it was also the scariest moment of my life. I spent my entire life wanting to be a mom.
She's broken. That's a lawsuit. First off, let's get to the business. That's definitely a lawsuit. But the emotional traumatic scars that come with that, there's no amount of money that could reverse those feelings. Those feelings never go away. We do know the body keeps the score. Every traumatic experience you ever go through in your life, she's going to need a lot of healing. And I hope that professionals have been reaching out to her and providing some kind of support, because that's crazy to give birth and the baby. It's not that the baby might be real fair skin and maybe have red hair, and you're like, wait, hold on, we both have dark hair. Who has red hair? Something complete different race. But let's go back to science, right? Let's check this out. This is I have questions here. They're saying the oldest DNA and bones known to man existed in Africa, right? That's been scientifically proven as of now. There's nothing else been discovered anywhere in the world. If the human species started in Africa with black DNA, how do we get white people now? I got questions.
That don't mean I have answers.
I mean, we're human at the end of the day, but you want a child to have your likeness. You want your child to look like you, walk like you, act like you. I'm left-handed. My father's left-handed. I have a gap between my teeth. My father has a gap between his teeth. So when your child looks like you, it's like, oh wow, that's a mini me. But when that child doesn't look like you, and it doesn't look like you because it doesn't belong to you, it doesn't have your DNA, that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm wondering if she would ever try to have a child again using IVF, because obviously she can't have kids on her own. And she's really invested a lot of time, resources, money, and just carrying this baby. I'm sure she painted the baby room, bought baby furniture. And that lawsuit for the black family, they would have gone to the highest court in the land. It would have been a landmark case, and they would have got so much money. They still gonna sue.
I'm like, can you like force the black family to carry her baby now? Like I carry George, you gotta carry mine.
I mean, no, hell no. Hell no. Listen, even the poorest black mama don't want no white person taking care of their kid, period. We don't want that. The child can go to Ivy League school, have a trust fund and all that. We'd rather keep them in our project apartment and be poor. We don't want that. We don't want that. That's an easy fix. You black, have your kid, give it to a white family. We don't want that. Oh, we want to be authentic and true to ourselves. So no, in those circumstances, they're not giving up their DNA to a white person. I can't see it.
But they're not giving up DNA. The white
They're not having no baby and giving no baby to her. If she didn't, if they had to take that one back, they're not making another one and giving her another one. Tell her to go adopt a black baby. If that's the case, we're not giving you.
No, I'm not saying they make the baby. I'm saying like they take their embryo, the white embryos, and inject it into the black one, and she just carries it for 9 months like she carried theirs.
Nah, we're not doing that. Because if that baby come out black, every mixed kid, you be like, oh, you mixed with black. We got some strong genes. That next baby is gonna come out black, and then the black family is not gonna want to give up that baby. I got questions.
I'm like, so back to the other story that we had, right? So can this kid grow up and say, I identify as white?
Yes, there are cases where people claim, I've seen some stuff on the internet, because the internet is the library now. I remember a story of a black guy that was like, no, I identify as white. I got white friends. I go to white college, white school, my neighborhood. Yeah.
No, but I'm saying that you can say I was birthed from a white woman, even though
you can say that, but you look black. Nobody cares. We don't care about interracial stuff. We just like, yo, if you in the hood, can you say the N-word or not? You know what I'm saying? That's all we care about. We don't care we don't care about the other stuff. And I sound like I'm speaking for everybody, right? But no, I don't know. I don't know if it I think that's another soft area where you look black, like my skin complexion, and then you want to say, no, I'm white. He like, what? What do you mean you white? I mean, you might want to be able to say, yeah, my grandmother was white, but your features are not typical what white looks like. But you can get away with it if it's in your DNA.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, you know, it might not be in the DNA of them, but it's in there. They've been nurtured.
It's a desire.
Because you're nurtured inside the womb. Like he comes out and he's like, I can't have breast milk. I have to have soy milk. You know, he just likes a certain thing that's just not of his culture.
That might be the case, and we won't know until he's 15. He's eating raw kale, and he's not eating chicken wings and waffles. You know what I'm saying? So if he turned down the watermelon, then we know what happened. I get to say watermelon, okay? I'm allowed to say watermelon, chicken and waffles, and grits, chitlin, hog maw, pig feet. I'm allowed to say all of that. If he turned down the watermelon, then we know what happened. All right. So for anybody that's gonna place a comment, that's my my point to that. I can say watermelon. I can say chitlins, pig feet, hog maw, crackling, grits, cream of wheat, cornbread. I can say those things. So yeah, we don't know. We don't know until he gets old and start desiring things that are naturally inside of her. That's why I'm questioning, like, yo, how does he not have anything from her if he's been housed in her body for 9 months? But only science is there's gonna be a follow-up to my questions, because I got questions. So yeah, that's it.
All right. So on to this next story of this thing is going viral on the internet with this woman. You know, I guess she's basically outing y'all, you know, the female side of the population. She turned Benedict Arnold on y'all?
They not like us. They not like us. That's all.
The only thing men really need to learn is that you will never be able to make a woman happy. You just can't. If you last too long, then that's too much. But if you last too little, then that's too little. If you want too much intimacy, then you're being pushy. If you don't want intimacy at all, then you're cheating. You can remember to take out the trash, but she's going to remember that you didn't do the dishes. You can give her child support, and you can give her over that and pay all of the in-between, and it's never enough. But when you pay nothing, then you're a deadbeat and she's still not happy. You could plan the perfect date, but if you didn't spend enough, then it's still not good enough. But if you don't plan a date, then you're a loser that puts in no effort. Women who don't have boobs want boobs. Women who don't have ass want ass. Women who have too much ass want a smaller ass. If you text too much, then you're basically a simp. But if you text too little, then you're a loser who doesn't care. You could buy her exactly what she wants, but if it's the wrong color, then it's still not exactly what she wants. You could give her all of the affirmation and all of the emotional support, but she's always going to remember the one time that you didn't. If you work too much, then you're not spending enough time with her. But then if you cut your hours and you're home with her more often, but you're making less money, then you're broke and you're basically a loser. If you watch too much football or have a hobby with the guys, then you're not invested in her. But if you don't have any hobbies or any other interests other than her, then you're a simp. Until you understand this as a man, that it's not your job or your responsibility to continuously make her happy, and that you can't make her happy, your life will be a lot easier. Okay, bye.
Yes, and like, she should write a book.
She should be the next president. How about that? Let's get her to sign some executive orders on some stuff. That's it. I mean, I agree with what she's saying. But, you know, I think that going back to this nurturing concept that we've come up with about parenting and stuff like that and growth, girls are nurtured into believing certain things that men are responsible for doing. You know, a boy, if I go into a store, the mom or the dad is going to stop that boy and say, no, hold the door for her. And I say thank you, because it's not my place to be like, nah, he don't have to hold the door for me. Like, I'm good, you know? So it starts from that young with the responsibility of, you know, manhood and all these things you're supposed to do for women. But happiness is it a thing or is it an it?
No, like chill on all that. Like, chivalry is one thing, you gotta put that to the side. But what she's talking about is Goldilocks. Like, you know, oh, this is too cold. Oh, this is too high. Oh, this is too small. Oh, this is too big. This is just right. Like,
it starts from boys. We can't get away from the fact that these ideas don't just pop into our head as teenagers or young women and men. It starts from a smaller age. A girl is being told, no, stand by the door. He's going to open it for you. She's happy that he's going to open a door for her. It starts young. But
okay,
how do we
so
change
if a guy thinks that you can't open the door, then why is he going to think that you can, you know, run a Fortune 500 company or something like that? Like, the two don't match. Like,
but what is happiness? Is it a thing or is it an it? It's a feeling, right? Being happy is an emotion. Happiness is a lifestyle, in my opinion, because I always got questions. My question is, what's happiness? Is it a lifestyle or not? Because if happiness is a lifestyle, because I believe that happiness is a lifestyle, and if you were single and not dating, were you happy single? What lifestyle did you set up for yourself where there was no one taking out your damn garbage, miss? There was no one paying your credit card bill, miss. There was no one opening a door for you, miss. What was your happiness? What was your lifestyle around happiness? Happiness
is women are happy when men are uncomfortable or unhappy to some degree, which is why they say misery likes company. Like,
and a happy wife is happy life. And she's like, no, dump all of that. You're never gonna live up to happy wife, happy life. You're never gonna live up to that. You're never gonna live up to that. Happiness is a lifestyle, and that chick, if she has it built a particular way that it requires a man to be around her to make her happy, she's like, yo, y'all just need to jump ship and stop working so hard. And I agree with that.
Eminem is probably the biggest rapper out, and he's made a whole career off of telling you that his wife was crazy and wanting to kill her, album after album after album. So the general public has spoken. Women are crazy, and you know.
Yeah, women are crazy. Men are crazy too. I watch a lot of First 48. Let's not get it twisted. The setup for men is crazy. Like, a woman might mess up your credit. She might scratch your car. I don't know if there are a lot of cases of a female walking up to her man and shooting him in the head while he sits in the car.
No. They have a whole show dedicated to that. It's called Snap.
It's Snap, but that's still a small percentage. It's not the majority of cases where men are really will body you with a gun. Like, they're not gonna go and mess up your credit. They're gonna stalk you. They're gonna tell you, I see you, texting you, y'all in the back of the movie theater watching you on your date. Like, men are really like crazy. You don't think men are crazy? Women, we're not the only ones.
I'll say that, you know, there's some that, you know, you ain't got to be in a relationship with them. You know,
well,
there are some men that just go crazy, like in this next clip. Let's bring that back.
Oh my gosh. Who I'm choking on the line. Wait. He slapped her and I felt it. Yo, play that again. Yo, what happened?
Well, he actually does end up getting her out, I believe. And that slapping was brought to you by Taco Bell.
Yo, she didn't run that play properly. Like, she don't know. He hit her. I felt it. She was supposed to lay out, grab the chair, let the chair fall on top of her. She's supposed to let him drag her out to outside, get people outside to watch it, start videotaping. That's another lawsuit. I got questions. Why she didn't do what she was supposed to do? And
I
who
think
is
she was so shocked by it that she just backed up and cowered away.
I would have been shocked too, and I would have been like, "Oh shoot, shock! That's a money bag right there, boom, laid out just like that." He would have had to drag me out of there.
But you saying that the crazy guy on the plane, you ready to lock horns and fight, but this guy, you just gonna fall out?
Yeah, because there's a difference. The guy was pulling on her hair. He didn't hit her. You know what I'm saying? That lawsuit is automatic. That's going in. That's in the bag already. That lawsuit, in the bag. The one where he punches her in the face, she forgot all the other steps. She's supposed to fall out, lay down, let the chair fall on top of her. Then she's supposed to let him drag her out. I'm just saying, there's protocol to how you get a bag. You know what I'm saying? These are legal bags. These are legal bags of money. It's legal tender, not illegal tender. What's the story though? Like what?
I believe that she was homeless. I don't know if she had money or she didn't have money, but she was trying to go to the kiosk to do the self order in Taco Bell, and the security guard wanted to kick her out, and she wasn't paying attention to him, so he just slapped the shit out of her. I mean, like,
I would have been shitting a lot of money. He acted like that was his Taco Bell, like had on the security jacket, like, yo, get out of my store, yo, like out. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know. And nobody stopped them. Nobody stopped them.
No, they just said, "Oh shit," and just caught it on cam.
I would have stopped him. And then maybe he would have hit me and I would have got a bag too. And I would have been like, look, this lady was, she looked like she was hurt and he looked like he was really going to continue to attack her. I got my little storylines together, So yeah, that's unfortunate. And you heard it. And you're right. She might have lost her thinking right after that. She might never be the same right now. She might still be going through it. Shout out to her though, because she's going to get a bag.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Speaking of the bag.
Yeah, speaking of that, we've all had to pay some bills every now and then and not wanting to pay those bills. And how can you make it uncomfortable on the biller just as they've made it uncomfortable as you? We'll see in the next story how petty it can get.
Of pennies into the Department of Motor Vehicles to pay a bill.
He broke into his piggy bank.
Nick Stafford took revenge on his local DMV by paying auto sales tax with 5 wheelbarrows of pennies.
How much was the total tax bill? $2,987.45. That's correct.
The staff at the DMV office in Lebanon, Virginia had to count each penny by hand. And there were 298,745 of them. Where do you even get all those pennies?
Got the pennies from the bank. They came rolled in the paper rolls. So instead of just taking the pennies and rolls to the DMV, I paid 11 people to come in with hammers and break up the penny rolls.
Then there was the price of the wheelbarrows he needed to carry 1,600 pounds of pennies. Total cost, $2,000. This ended up costing you quite a bit of money. Was it all really worth it?
Absolutely worth it.
As he was about to say, worth every penny. So.
Yeah, but okay, so you spent a couple of grand to get the stuff unpacked, to roll it in there. But what was the message? What was the call to action? I don't get it. Like, did they?
Like, I guess the auto tax or whatever is so much that he's like, I'm gonna make it hard for you.
I don't know if that lines up properly because you still had to pay them. And all they got to do is get
when you go to the DMV and they make you wait, and then they got an attitude because they got that city job or whatever. Just you want to make my life hard? Tell me you filled out the form wrong or the wrong form. You got to go and fill out this form and stand in this other line or whatever. I want to fuck your shit up too.
Listen, the town was called Levington, something, Pennsylvania. It sounded like it got
500. No, Virginia.
Oh, Virginia. He's not standing on a long line. He's not waiting for nothing. But I want to know, why you mad? Why are you really mad? Like, what happened? I got questions. What happened? Why are you mad? I don't know. He's like, yeah, I paid 11 people to. Then you paid 11 people to open the pennies? Well, all you had to do, I wouldn't have paid 11 people nothing. I would have took my time and unpacked them pennies day by day, every couple of months. I give myself 365 days to get that project completed, but I wouldn't have paid 11 people. That's money out of my pocket. And I got to pay DMV $2,000 and something dollars. I don't know. I didn't get the memo on that. And I guess he good now.
And you got to take you got to get those wheelbarrows from your house.
He got to put all of them in there. He got to roll all of them in there. First, you got to load them into your vehicle. Then you got to bring them.
What vehicle you have that could fit 5 wheelbarrows?
U-Haul. Some type of carriage.
I'm like, and you not gonna hit a pothole and the stuff gonna come out the wheel? Like,
he might have had something taping it down. He might have. Listen. It sounds like he really thought about this. It sounds like he really thought about it. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. I'm like, Trump was talking about getting rid of the penny because it costs more to make than what it's worth. And I'm like, he's saying, no, pennies are still worth something because you can be petty with them.
You could be petty with a penny, but if they get rid of tax and then mandate everything to be exactly $5, $10, $20, $30, $50, we won't need pennies.
No, but how can you advertise anything without a penny? Because they want to. It's $999.99 opposed to $1,000. So,
but that's the psychology behind retail. It makes you think you're not paying $1,000, but you're really paying 1 penny less than $1,000. They still got you. That's the psychology behind advertisement.
Yeah, and that's why the penny is going to continue to be around.
Yeah, you need it. You need it. But what I'm saying is, if they made a law to where everything has to be a flat dollar amount without change and no tax, then you pay $20, $30, $50, $80. And you don't need the penny. That's all I'm saying.
But a lot of people would have to get on the same page to make that happen.
People so easily get on the same page with whatever's new. People don't care anymore. People don't think. So you introduce something new, they ride with it till something else comes, then they ride with that. I mean, speaking of riding, you got the Google vehicle that drives you without a physical human operator. People's using those, so people will be okay with it. People will easily adjust to not having to pay $9.99 for something. They'll be good. It's not gonna bother nobody. People don't think. That's it. So yeah,
So,
No new.
before we get out of here, you got anything else to say for Black History Month? We had the Kendrick Lamar's and.
Did you watch the Super Bowl performance? I was at an event, so I did watch it, and it's a lot of commentary around it not being what people thought it would be. I think that you're not going to a Kendrick Lamar show. You're going to a Super Bowl halftime show. I like the fact that he used the patriotic colors to send his message. He put the Crips and the Bloods in there. Easily, he put them in there. That Unity concert that he did out in Cali, that was the follow-up. And I think he's going to continue that Unity concert. If this man can actually make Bloods and Crips around the world come together and help change their mindset against self-destruction of our people, we're on to something. I knew he was going to do the Bloods and the Crips, and it was so clever that he just made it the American flag, since this is a Super Bowl and this is America. It was crazy. I love the performance. I like everything it stood for. I like when Samuel Jackson was like, no, it's too ghetto. I love that, because he's for the culture. He's not just a rapper trying to make money. He's doing it for a culture. And there's a difference between certain artists that do it as the culture. They want to keep it in the form of art. And certain artists is like, I'm just hot right now. I'm here. I'm going to get my money and I'm going to move on. So I love the performance. I love it. I like Selena doing a walk.
Say that again?
I said I like Selena doing a walk. It's cultural.
Serena? Yeah, Serena. Serena was the best part of it.
Really?
Yeah.
You would say that. You would say that. You didn't like SZA's performance. You like Tana's short skirt. You would say that. I get it. Most men like her performance. A couple of seconds, they like that better than SZA.
I'm like, SZA didn't even really she didn't even do a song of her own, really. So
she wasn't supposed to. This wasn't about her. This was Kendrick. And they're going on tour, so she could do all the songs she want on tour. This wasn't about her. This was him sending a message to Drake. Turn your TV off, ninja. That's it. Then he took home the Grammys. It was a grand slam. Can't get no better than that. Dropped the album, did Super Bowl, and took home Grammys. What? And he's going to keep on pushing for the culture. It's going to be more to come.
So let me pull something up right quick before we get up out of here.
Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Let us know how we doing. Like, don't like. We fit in your pocket or not. No Cap News recap. JT in LA. She about to pull up.
Yeah.
Whoever's watching is about to turn their TV off. Turn their TV off.
All right. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Technical difficulty. Struggle streaming.
See, you got a pair. You got a pair computer. You don't have an Apple. You got a pair.
What do you mean pair?
You have a pair computer. You don't have an Apple. The opposite of Apple. It's not working.
Yeah.
That's my joke. Ha ha. LA got jokes. LA at the Apollo. Ha ha.
Yeah, this thing is not playing for anything. I don't know what. All right, so anyway, we'll revisit that if Kendrick Lamar ever comes back up again. Let me stop sharing this.
All right, we're gonna get out of here because we starting to look like we don't know what we doing. Come on, Jake.
The views are surely falling off right now.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel, share it. Oh shit. Oh man.
So until next week.
Yep.
All right. I'm JT. You're LA.
My bad. I've already checked out.
This is the No Cap News Recap.
No Cap News Recap. LA and JT and LA.
And you just got a fully loaded clip show.
Yes. Let us know. Subscribe to the channel. Send us a comment. Let's see if we can make you a fan of the show. All right, JT, signing off. See you next time.
All right, see you next time.